Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the June meeting for the Monuments and Ceremonies Commission. I am calling the meeting to order at 3:33. We have here present in room 206, Terry Gaffney, Jim Long, and Autumn Howard. And on the phone, we have Sue Ann Shore. We do not have a quorum today, so we will not be voting on anything, but it'll be a reporting day. So we're going to pass over reviewing the May minutes, or approving the May minutes, I should say. But if anybody has any amplifications, corrections, deletions, omissions to add, okay? So we'll leave them as they are until September, since we do not meet in July and August. And Al Miller of the Darien 2020 Committee has just joined us at 3:34. The Chairman's report is short and sweet this month. We did receive clearance from the town administrator who authorized us to distribute the $500 required to complete the Vietnam Memorial Wall at the VFW post. You do not have to be a member of the VFW to go and enjoy a libation there. And if you have some time, I would encourage you to go over and check out the wall and support the VFW by purchasing an adult beverage while you're there. Of course. Memorial Day Parade. Thankfully, we had it this year. Yay! That was great. Many hands made both the parade and the ceremony in the Veterans Cemetery work as well as could be hoped for. No major catastrophes. As I said, nobody died, nobody went to the hospital, nobody got arrested. We had our usual glitches in the parking lot with people who would prefer to tell us what they'd like to do rather than listen to what they were supposed to do. But
police were hollering at them.
yeah, that's normal. So it was situation normal and everything else was fine. I was personally delighted to see, first of all, the great number of spectators along the route. Obviously, everybody both wanted to get out and come celebrate Memorial Day in appropriate fashion. I was even more delighted with the turnout we had at the Veterans Cemetery afterward. I would say there were, I think, north of 400 people there, maybe 450 people this year. I think Pete Kenyon was a well-chosen and well-deserved Grand Marshal. I think that Sherrod Sammy, Major Sherrod Sammy, hit the ball over the wall with his keynote speech, talking about the symbolism of the flag. And he brought up some things that I was fascinated with. I am assuming that George Mason, who was the historian for the VFW post for years, must have done some big digging, because Sherrod was talking about Darien veterans who died in the Revolutionary War and the War of 1812. And those are names that we have not read in the past when we do the roll call of honor. So I think we've got a great Boy Scout Eagle project, or the Girl Scout Service project, that how do we find out names of Darien residents who died in earlier wars to be put on the honor roll. That's something I think that would be a great project for the youth of our town. I was also very delighted that we were honored to have U.S. Senator Christopher Murphy also address our audience that day. And I just thought it was a great, great day. I will say I'm very happy that I arranged to have echo taps as opposed to taps, because at 7 o'clock in the morning, I got a phone call from one of our buglers who had come down with an affliction and was not able to make it. So note to self, next year for the parade, echo taps, just in case.
Oh, gosh.
2 buglers. That would have been that would have been our most major glitch had it happened, but thankfully it did not. Both the parade and the ceremony in the Veterans Cemetery can be found on YouTube. All you have to do is open up the YouTube channel, type in Darien Memorial Day Parade 2021, and both the parade and the Veterans Ceremony will pop up as a choice. So,
Say that again?
if you go to YouTube and just type in Darien Memorial Day Parade 2021, both the parade and the cemetery ceremony will both pop up as options to view. The parade lasts a minute or two under 1 hour, and the ceremony lasts a minute or two over 1 hour. And again, I would, as much as I love and everybody loves a parade, I would suggest to people, if they only have 1 hour, watch the ceremony in the Veterans Cemetery and listen to Major Sherrod Sammy's speech, because it really was inspiring. Next, Flag Day. Our Vice Chair, Sue Ann Shore, will be running the ceremony, which takes place on Monday, June 14th at 5 p.m. at the Veterans Circle right here in front of Town Hall. And I see Sue Ann just opened up her mic, so Sue Ann, you have the mic, go ahead.
All right, well, yes, I will be there, and actually I'm hoping to get over to the meeting in case you've got anything to hand to me. Just grab the CJ off, and I should be right over to Town Hall. Hopefully within, maybe not before the meeting's over, because it's such a short agenda. Would love to just spend a couple minutes with you, Terry, since I know you've got all of the stuff from last year.
Well,
You've hosted it before as well.
Yeah.
At least once.
well, since you had indicated you were not likely to make the meeting, I did not bring the paraphernalia. So after the meeting is over, if you want to meet me at my house, I can give you all the stuff.
Oh, perfect.
On your way home.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so hi, Lauren. Lauren Gomez has joined us at 3:39. And Lauren, yes, go ahead.
There was a little interference when you mentioned the time of the Flag Day ceremony. There was a little sound issue. Can you just please repeat what time that would be so I could correct that?
Sure. So I need Sue Ann, Lauren, and Al to all mute yourselves, please. Okay, so Flag Day ceremony is Monday, June 14th, 5 p.m. Veterans Circle in front of Town Hall. I would ask that all the commissioners be there no later than 4:45. The ceremony itself, we try to let people who are working as much opportunity as we can to get home. What happens in Flag Day is we retire the old flag, and since the flag that flies in front of Town Hall every day is raised and lowered as part of a job, it gets lowered at whatever time they're lowering it. So we bring our own flag and raise it, and then retire it, and then take out a new flag. We do have audience participation. We have some readings that we invite members from the audience to come read sections, and we typically like to pick a mix of veterans and youngsters to do the readings. The VFW Honor Guard will do the ceremonial flag folding. And there will be some readings done. I've got some that I will hand off to Sue Ann, but since she will be in charge, since Captain Sue Ann Shore will be in charge, she of course will pick any readings that she prefers. But you know, it's a nice ceremony. It only takes about 25 minutes. So I would encourage all those who are not stuck in the office or somewhere else to come join us on Monday at 5 o'clock at Town Hall. Moving on, Wartime Veteran Street Sign Program. The week before Memorial Day, Sunday the 23rd of May, at the corner of William Street and West Avenue, we had a crowd of roughly 100 to 120 people show up for the unveiling of the street sign to honor the late Frank Valenti Way. His family was overjoyed. It was a wonderful ceremony put together by our Veteran Street Sign Committee Chairperson, Lucy Berry, our favorite social studies teacher at Middlesex Middle School. Thank you, Lucy, for all your hard work and dedication. Cemetery Subcommittee. The grass was cut at Norotan River Cemetery today, so if you really want to see how beautiful it can look, race over there right now before the thunderstorm, because it looks beautiful right now. We are looking at continuing to picking up work on the Waterbury Cemetery, as well as a few others. But check out the Norotan River Cemetery if you can now. It's really pretty. And Mario Lombardi's family landscaping business has been doing a bang-up job at both cleanup and maintenance. So thank you, Mario. Monuments review. Nancy Natali has photographed the George Washington Memorial plaque on Old Kings Highway South, and we're putting together a blurb to revive the Monuments of the Month column that had been initiated several years back by our former very capable secretary, Karen Kreitzberger-Pollitt, who really, she carried water for this committee for, I think, 27 years. And we still love her. Next, September 11th, memorial observation. The reason I'm bringing September 11th up today is this commission does not meet during the months of July and August. And as it happens this year, September 11 will fall prior to our September meeting. So this is more about putting the commissioners on notice to make sure that your calendar is clear the morning of September 11th. We typically gather at 8:15, and if I remember my timing correctly, and I'm not sure I do, we have the official moment of silence at the time the first plane hit the tower, which I believe is 8:38, but again, whatever we put in the official notification, that will be the time.
And that's held at?
Oh, thank you. There is a 9/11 memorial plaque located behind Middlesex Middle School. So for those who are driving, there is parking in the lower lot, which is accessible through Edgerton Street. And there typically is ample parking in the main parking lot of Middlesex as well. It's a brief ceremony. We do not read the names of those from town who perished in 9/11 for a few reasons. Number one, some of those families, I know at least one of those families, has moved out of town. And I'd be surprised if in the ensuing 20 years we haven't had one or more families who lost someone who were not living here in 2001 who are here today. So we do not read off names of the town deceased. But this is the 20th year, so maybe this ceremony will be 5 minutes longer than usual. The whole idea of the 9/11 memorial came from a then high school junior, Josh Doying, who, if those of us who were alive and aware at that point, there were American flags everywhere. And the newspapers the next day, every one of the newspaper had a giant American flag on either the front or back cover. And Josh had his flag on the window. He saw how that photograph faded, and he thought people's memory will fade also. So he initiated the whole project as his Eagle Scout project. So thank you, Josh Doying, for doing that. I believe it's a, well, I don't know what day of the week it is this year, but it's September
It's,
11th.
It's Saturday.
How do you spell his last name?
Doying. And now we're all the way down to Darien 2020. So Al, if you will unmute yourself and let us know what's going on.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Gotcha now, yes.
I'm sorry. It's hard to go through. So anyway, thanks a lot, Terry, for all your hard work and actually the commission for all the hard work on the board. This is very much 2022 was happy to be here. We did the birthday cake, which I hope some of you saw, which was a lot of fun. And on Saturday, we had the beach festival, which is also a lot of fun. At Wheat Beach, there was about 500 people there. Tickets got sold out in about 5 hours. There was a wait list, and there was a band there. We had cake decorating contest, lots of the whale boat was there. Our sponsors were there, and lots of things for the kids to do, so that was a lot of fun.
Our next event is this Saturday, June 12th, which is called Anniversary Day. So June 12th, 1920, Darien officially separated from the town of Sanford, became its own independent town. Thaddeus Bell, Revolutionary War hero, petitioned the state legislature in Avon 3 times. Finally, on the 3rd time, it was granted to become its own municipality.
So we will be on Thaddeus Bell and the independence of the town of Darien at Slauson Cemetery, 107 Hampton Road. At 5:45 p.m. on Saturday, June 12th, there'll be 5:45. There'll be a musical prelude until 6 o'clock. At 6 o'clock, the churches in town, the faith community in town is going to ring their bells, as well as the fire department will ring the bell on the truck. And then we'll have a ceremony there. It'll be about an hour or so. Jamie Stevenson is going to talk, and the Daughters of the American Revolution are going to present a plaque at the grave site of Thaddeus Bell. In addition, the Boy Scouts will be there, the Scouts will be there presenting the colors. Girl Scout will be reading an obituary that was written in 1837, which actually is kind of, it's not morbid at all. It's actually kind of funny. It's that Thaddeus Bell liked to have a strong drink, but only in moderation. He always had some strong cider in his basement for guests, and long he lived till he was in his 90s. He had like 37 grandchildren, and it's actually a very, very beautiful, well-written, and kind of witty obituary. The Girl Scout will read that. We're also going to have some hyphen drum doing the presentation. So I'm glad you said that, Terry. We do have a viewer to do taps, but if she gets sick or gets laryngitis, then the fife and drummer said they can perform taps. So we do have a backup as well. So I hope you can join us then.
Are you vaccinated?
After Saturday,
Yes?
Yes.
we're going to do a little rest here, the 2020 committee.
That's good.
Until October 23rd, when we have our Heritage Day celebration. So I can tell you more about that. In the meantime, we're working on the Heritage Trail markers. So those will be all unveiled also in the fall. That's about it. Any questions or anything? Comments?
No, and I hopefully what you said all got picked up by TV 29, 79 microphones. The only part I will repeat, just in case, is the anniversary date of June the 12th, Saturday, June the 12th, at the Slauson Cemetery located on Hanson Road, 5:45 p.m. The ceremony will take place at the gravesite of Thaddeus Bell, who was the town founder of Darien. And we'll be doing it on technically our 201st anniversary due to COVID.
Right.
Yeah, and Al, if you really want to look at and consider doing echo taps, the Taps for Veterans website will give you a list. I've got a list of a couple of local buglers as well, but Taps for Veterans will give you.
And some of the kids from the band can do it too.
So, the echo taps, I've seen it done a number of times, and it's really beautiful. It's fantastic. I know we printed the program, so I think we're all set.
Okay. All right, outstanding. Yes.
We, for the public hearing committee, we did replace it. We put a new sign up at Slauson Cemetery. And, Tom Castillo is gonna do some cleanup, of the cemetery right before Wednesday, tomorrow, right before the ceremony. Okay, that's it.
Okay, thank you, Al. Under new business, I've got a couple of things before I open up the floor for it. The display case. I've received a verbal request from the Daughters of the American Revolution to use the case in September. So I'll send a little email out to Loren, Nancy, and Autumn, who are our subcommittee for the display case. But they're looking for it in September. Second point is I have to file our calendar request dates for meetings for next year. So that's something I'll file with the town clerk. Basically, it's every Tuesday, second Tuesday of the month, all at 3:30, all in this room, 206, as available, from September, and the first one will be September 14th through June 14th next year. Which sort of makes it easy for us to do Flag Day next year, doesn't it? So, those are the two new business items I have. Are there any other new business items? I'm going to ask the people here in the room first. I'm hearing nothing new business items from the people in the room. I'm going to ask individually first. I see Sue Ann has dropped out, so I'm going to ask Loren, are there any new business items that you have on your docket?
No, not at this moment. I'd like to talk to you soon, but just about, the cases and everything, but no.
Okay. All right, so hearing no other new business coming before the floor, who would like to get home before the rain? We have a motion to get home before the rain and a second to get home before the rain. All those in favor? Oh, Sue Ann didn't drop out. That's right, she's right in front of me. Never mind.
In person.
Okay, so I am calling this meeting closed in a world record time at 3:57. Thank you, everybody, and hopefully we'll see many of you both Saturday and on Monday.